Excel template that was downloaded off of Classi for making a web test. As you can see, we're going to be making an English test today that's worth 100 points. The test can only be worth 100 points. You can't make it more or less. So let's start off by typing in our title, which is the first box here, and we're just going to call it example English test. Okay. After that, just a little instructions. So please answer every question to the best of your ability, for example. Okay, you only have 200 characters, so you got to make that short and sweet. Okay, and so what you have here is you have a number of questions you can fill in, up to 20. So you can only fill in up to 20 questions per test. Less than 20 is okay, but no more than 20. So for these questions, you have 5 options that you can use. The top one up here is your typical multiple choice, followed by true or false. The middle one is fill in the blank. The fourth option is also fill in the blank, but with a word box. And then the last one is a rearrange. So if you took like a randomized set of words to create a sentence, or a randomized set of sentences to create a paragraph. Okay, so I'm going to go through each of these. So we'll make 5 questions for this test. So the first one is multiple choice, and when you select it from the drop down, you're going to see multiple boxes pop up. So these are your options for your answers. So let's go ahead and just write a question in the box. So what is the answer? Okay. So option 1, this one. Option 2, that one. Option 3, neither. Option 4, all of them. And we'll just, to identify the correct answer, you just type in the number 1 underneath whichever one is the correct answer. Okay. So in this case, that one will be the correct answer for students. Then let's try Marubatsu. So for question 2, in the drop down, we're going to select Marubatsu, which is the second one, which is the true or false. So let's say, what do you think? Okay. Then in the blue box below was also a drop down. You just select Maru or Batsu. Maru is true, circle, sorry. X is false. So let's say X is false. So the correct answer for question 2 will be false. Then after that, let's show you the fill in the blank. So this will be the third option, 1, 2, 3. Okay, you see instructions up there. So what you do is you just type in the sentence. Let's say, hello, my name is Ron. Why don't we learn Classi together? Okay. All right. Now, what do we want to fill in the blank with? So let's just kind of focus on the pronouns here. So my and we. Okay. Now, as soon as I click out of that box, 2 options for answers pop up. So for 1, the answer is going to be my. And for 2, the answer is going to be we. Okay? So students have to figure those words out on their own. Okay? Then, fourth question, we're going to do fill in the blank again, but this time we're going to use a word box. So this is the fourth option, 1, 2, 3, 4. And this time you see all the boxes pop up. Okay? So let's just use the same question as before to make this look easy. Hello. So my name is Ron. Why don't we learn Classi together? Okay. And again, we're going to take out the pronouns here. So my using the underline and we using the underline. Okay. So as soon as I click out, you're going to see 2 options pop up at the bottom, answer 1, answer 2. But we need to create our word box first, so let's just create a bunch of pronouns here. I, we, you, she, they. Okay? And if you look in the green box, you're going to see the katakana a, I, u, e, o, ka, ki, ku, ke, ko, and so on. So to understand which ones are the correct answers, you have to write the katakana in the box. So in this case, got to put in my there too. So in this case, the correct answer for number 1 is ka. So you type in ka and you want to make sure that it's the katakana form. Okay. And why don't we? So we is I, katakana I. So again, you want to make sure it's in the katakana. You want to make sure it's the 2-byte version, not the single byte version as well. Okay. So we got those. So let's go to the 5th question. In this case, a drop down. This is going to be a rearrange. So this will be the very last option at the bottom of the drop down. Okay. And we'll just do the same thing again. So the words we want to use. So we'll use the sentence, why don't we learn Classi together? So we'll put Classi first. Oops, got to change back in English. Classi, learn, we, why, don't, and together. Oops. Question mark. I'll make this harder, but with the question mark as an option as well. Okay. Then we have to number which ones comes first. So in this case, y is first, so 1. Don't second. We is 3. Learn is 4. Classi is the 5th. Together, and then the question mark will be 7. Okay. So that's the order that the students have to put it in. Okay. So that gives us 5 questions. Now, inside these yellow boxes, you don't just have to put the question there. If you want to put some instructions, you can do that as well. What you do is, I'm using a Mac, so I'm going to hold down the Option key. If you're on a Windows, it's probably Alt, A-L-T. And as you're holding it down, just hit Return, and that gives you some blank spaces to use. So in this case, please fill in the blanks with the correct words from the box. Okay. We might want to give instructions on this one too. So same thing. So I'm holding down the Option key. Please fill in the blanks with the correct words. All right. Okay. And you can do that on any of these if you want. All right. So please answer true or false. Okay. So that's that. All right. Now the last thing you have to do is you have to award points to each question. So at the top here, cell G1, G2, all right, you have 100 points to use. We have 5 questions. I'm just going to make each of them 20. So in the left yellow box, I'm just going to go ahead and type in 20. And as soon as I move out of that box, you see that 100 becomes 80. So the goal here is to make that 0. So we'll do this one, 20. Okay, let's go down. We'll make this one 20 as well. This one's going to be 20. And this one also 20. Okay, so we got 5 questions, 20 points each. That brings us down to 0. So we're all set. Okay, you have to make sure that all this is filled out. Title, explanation, and you have to make sure that your points is set at 0 at the top, which means you have all 100 points awarded to each question. Okay, and that's it. So go ahead and save.